Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world's most popular female-hosted St Kilda fan podcast, Red, White and Black Chat. My name is Sorrel. This week we've got Kat. How are you?
I've seen better days. Yeah.
And Anna is back again.
Hi. Yay.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. That's the tip top that it's going to get today.
I'm just going to start by saying that I'm raw dogging this episode. I haven't watched the replay. I haven't read any articles. I've just stayed off the whole topic. So I'm just going off the vibes from yesterday. And all I know is we got more than 40 points and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that.
Yeah, vibes are down. I'm sorry.
Vibes are
That's
down.
all that matters. I don't know. Vibes are down.
Vibes are down.
Do we start with the sad things or the good things? What do we start?
So obviously we lost to Brisbane by 85 points under our roof.
Oh, wow.
At our home.
Wow, that's
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm feeling rough. I mean, I'm glad I've got two wonderful women beside me to, bring me back up to earth because I'm feeling extremely negative. But I know this therapeutic podcast session can bring out some positives. So looking forward to leaving here with a somewhat smile on my face. But yeah, if you want to start with the positives, Anna, please take the lead because I am struggling.
I was like just thinking the bad stuff just now. I was like, okay. Some positives that I think everyone unanimously would agree with is Pooh had a good game, first game back.
Yep.
Sinclair, some may disagree, but I thought he had a really good game, consistently plays well. And I think we had the inclusion of a newbie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Angus, well done.
Well done, Angus.
We loved your performance
We really
during
did.
the game. And Nasiah. Nasiah touched the ball quite a bit, got a lot of intercepts.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And we didn't see it from a lot of the other players. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I was really happy to see Angus in. That was a nice
too.
surprise.
Yeah.
We're just on the way to the game and then got a debutante and I'm like, sweet, I've been waiting for this for weeks. Like, give me the newbie.
Yeah, that's it.
And at the moment, you would say Brisbane are probably the most likely to win the flag. So coming into that game, he was all over the ball. Like, he's a Category B rookie, which mostly plays at Sandy for I don't know how long. And I think he gave it a crack. Like, there were some mistakes, but like we said, top of the ladder, the whole team wasn't playing at the standard that we're used to the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So I rate him. I hope to see him play some more.
Got some stats on him actually. So we had 0 goals conceded, which and obviously in a game that we got absolutely shut on is pretty cool. 14 disposals at 93%, 7 marks, 2 intercept marks from the team who's third, and 3 score involvements. Equal with Nasiah Wanganeen-Malira. So props to the St Kilda insider for those stats because, that's, I mean, that is one positive that I personally took out of the game. So love you, Angus. Yep. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, I think we played probably the team who is most likely to get the flag.
Yep.
Seeing the way that they've played during that game, watching them play, I was like, I don't even think there's another team right now that's coming close to how good Brisbane are playing.
Yeah.
So I think what could be a positive if we turn it that way is if the team could look at that attitude that they brought to that field to flog us, that's the attitude we need to get to.
That's a very good point.
The attitude of we are a premiership team.
Yep.
We're not having any of this shit this weekend.
Yep.
We're getting the flag and this is how we're playing.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that attitude. No, I mean, good reasons why. I don't know what would have come out of that win. We probably wouldn't have even moved up the ladder after that.
Yeah.
I don't know what were really playing for. We wouldn't knock Brisbane out. We weren't going to move up the ladder.
Yeah.
Like what was the...
Oh, no. We still had a chance at finals.
Not really, because the Swans.
No. Is it? No.
It was a 0.3% chance.
Yeah.
It went down a bit.
After Port.
After
Port beat Swans, which ruined our chance a little bit. And then GWS had to lose, and that didn't happen. And then I got it down to one last opportunity, and that would be if Carlton lost to Tigers. No, West Coast. Tigers lost to West Coast, and if
they did lose,
but it was still mathematically in our favour.
Yeah, we definitely still had a chance, but now we don't because we lost that one. So that's
nice.
Yeah.
Now we're just just chilling. We're just chilling at the bottom.
And I don't think we really thought that was a chance. I don't think we're thinking that. So I
was really grabbing us towards the mic.
I know, but I think it would be a good thing for us to look at the way that they played and say that's the attitude. That's what we need to have.
Yeah, I think what infuriated me so much is that team, like we didn't have that many, we didn't have any changes aside from Filippo, who was a good change come in, and then obviously Burns, who was out, and then we had Angus, right? Yep. But not major changes, right? It's not like, okay, we had Max King in last week, he's not in this week. Our whole structure's turned around, right? And the side that showed up against Essendon last week compared to the side that showed up yesterday against Brizzy, literally one end of a spectrum to another.
Yes.
And I think that's why I'm not feeling so great today. Because it just feels like it's literally two different teams that showed up. Under our roof.
Might have been a little bit like, look, Essendon seemed like it was an easy game for us. I think we expected this game to be easier. Yeah. And then it wasn't. And then I feel like I also, if you watch the replay, which no one wants to do, like the very last goal of the first quarter, Brisbane's very last goal, I think after that we kind of just... We were like, heads. You know what? I don't know if we were in it for this game. Like, I think they knew that they didn't bring everything and they just were like, we'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
We're just going to go with it.
I just feel like that's not good enough. Like, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. You know, it's their jobs. They show up or they're meant to. Yeah, I don't know. That mentality, like I'm with you. They probably did drop their heads, especially when they got 3 on the trot.
Yep.
And we had missed 2 by that point. Right. We got 2 behinds and they'd kicked like 3-4 goals consecutively before we even looked at the big sticks. And yeah, I just feel like it's not good enough, and it is that extra layer of frustration when we've been playing so well for the last 5 weeks and you're like, okay, well, we're here again.
Yeah.
And our kicking inaccuracy at goal.
The inaccuracy was really, that one was shocking. The hardest thing for me to deal with, because that's the easiest thing to not do. The easiest thing is to kick the goal. And that's not what we were doing. We weren't even doing that.
Can't do it. Yeah.
But I do think this was just a mental beating. Like we were just mentally beat.
Yeah.
That team with Brisbane were like, no. And we said, okay. have it. You can have it. I really do think like our brains were beat.
I think our midfield was beat.
Absolutely.
To a whole new level. I think that poor Marshall was destroyed and it was probably the first time since second time in the season, I want to say confidently. We know that Gorney gave him a pretty big spell. And obviously on the weekend he was definitely outplayed. I think that we were
excellent ruckman though. He was outplayed by a good ruckman. He's been doing well all year. No one's talking about him.
Yeah.
So
we've said it before. He should be the AA.
If they lost like this to a mediocre team, I'd be more sad.
Yeah, that I understand. But I think it just goes to show again like the lack of support that he has around him.
They were putting everyone in the middle though.
Everyone,
everyone get in there and nothing. It was the same result.
It's every time. It's literally like Oprah Winfrey. It's like, you have a turn in the midfield.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a turn in the midfield. Oh, Machino, you want to start in the center? Start. Caminiti, you want to go?
It was amazing.
Go.
Was Lockie Neal playing?
Yes. And he had an amazing game and we had no one to tag him because there's another thing.
Really
we had a third string midfield. Like we had nobody to play.
Yeah.
Okay, Burns was out. That wasn't even a problem. Like Hunter Clark was out. We still don't have Liam Henry. We didn't have Windy. We had no one to tag anyone.
Yeah.
Like what? We had nothing.
Yeah.
We went in there really bare bonesing it anyway. Yeah. So
I feel like it's a hard day when Caminiti's playing in the in the centre.
Yeah.
And you've put Bonner on the wing.
Yeah. Well, I think we put Stalker in there, right?
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of how much it changed. Like, I think Battle went in there at some point. We're just throwing everyone.
You have a turn.
I'm surprised Wilkie didn't end up in there at some point.
Should have given Dukes a run in there.
Yeah, really though. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough one. But I hope that we learn. If we learn from it, then it's not a waste.
But is it too little too late? There's 3 games left. Are they just going to be like, that happened?
Oh, I think this team is going to be very close to next year's team anyway. I think it's going to be the same people.
I was reading some
learning.
Yeah. I was like reading some once again Facebook commentary because I love that. And there's a lot of conversations around Battle and being like, okay, do we just give him up in the hopes that we get a 2nd and 3rd round pick to fix the gaps in our midfield? And I actually say yes. You know what?
I don't think so.
If we're thinking future, that's where my answer's coming from. If we're thinking future, Josh Battle's one player, obviously.
Yeah.
He's a man that can do a lot, but he's one man himself. And I feel like, you know, Angus showed some good signs. Ari's working on his defensive part of his game in the VFL at the minute. If we can build up the likes of Ari and Angus, then I think Battle is somewhat replaceable as well as Jimmy when Jimmy's time comes.
Isn't that this year? Is that this year or next year?
I don't know, but his game on the weekend, like I'm a big fan of Jimmy, I really am, but I think his pace and I don't know, it was a bit of a harsh reality check for me and Jimmy on the weekend. I'm like, okay, again, if we're thinking future, I'm like, okay, I don't really see him in our future. So yeah, I think maybe it is time to say see you to Battle if it means that we plug the holes in our midfield.
I don't know if it's going to do that. I just think
I think we need to stop playing Riley Bonner and Zach. I'm getting back on this. We need to stop playing Riley Bonner and Zach Jones and let any of our VFL players
just have the young ones play.
Yeah. Just see if anyone can play midfield at this point. Because I keep trying Machito and I don't know if he's a midfielder.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I don't think Machito's a midfielder, but I don't think
he's comfortable there.
No, and I don't think we know what to do. We're still just putting him spots and seeing what works. We haven't had a clear plan for him all year.
Yeah.
That's a lot of our players. That started off with Battle. Like he didn't have a home. Sharman never had a home. Caminiti doesn't really have a home and Cheeto doesn't.
Yeah. And as soon as we see where Josh Battle plays his best, it's too little too late, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's Saints footy. Like it's always too little too late. But I'm starting, I know it was only one game and I probably sound like a bit of a drama queen, but I am dead ass worried about our future.
Oh, I'm not.
I really am with that list that played on the weekend. I'm not vibing it. I'm not vibing it.
That's because we're missing Ronnie.
We're missing a lot of
missing Ronnie Burke.
We're missing a lot of we were missing other people as well.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh. I'm happy for you.
But I also thought we were going to beat Brisbane. So
yeah. I mean,
so
don't get me wrong. We most definitely, you know, like if Max King was in, may have been a completely different side.
Yep.
If Clark was in, I do think that the structure of our midfield would have changed completely.
Yes. Yep.
And we would have had that composure that we definitely did not have.
Or a second ruck. If we just played a second ruck.
Yeah.
Because Rowan's tired. Like, what would we expect? I don't know what the level of expectation would have been from them in that game, knowing they're getting smashed. And there's really not a lot we're going to do about it because the personnel is lacking that day.
Yeah.
What were they going to do? Like, I'd rather they just, okay, we lost the game and move on than like pull a hamstring trying to get one less goal for Brisbane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Cheeto's injured.
Yeah, I thought he's okay though. Like it was just not a big deal.
I'm sure I just saw in the app.
I'm raw dogging it.
I think he's okay, but it was just not that big a deal. But I'd rather that than us look like shit anyway and over try, and then we're not beating them because for whatever that day, whether it was coaching, whether it was personnel, we just didn't have it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm not defending not playing the game up to your best level, but I guess I kind of am. Because why?
I think it was definitely the confidence thing.
Yeah.
There was a point where Rowan went for a goal and he missed it.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to tell a story of the worst play I've ever seen St Kilda do. Rowan took a mark in the exact same spot that he missed it from. And he was looking around. He's like, oh, no, who do I kick it to? So he kicked it to Zach Jones, who was 15 metres in front of him. By the time Zach Jones stepped back, it was exactly where Ron Marshall was. And he was like, oh, I can't kick this one either. So then he kicked it to Sinclair, who was 15 metres in front of where he was. And then Sinclair kicked it back to Rowan Marshall, who ended up 10 metres to the left of where it originally was.
Yeah. It's funny you say that.
That was a terrible play.
And that was 4 out of our 10 disposals that we got all game.
Everyone who was watching the game at the stadium was talking about that play. Just to be clear, everyone was like, he just went right back to where it was. What are we doing? Like, why are we chipping the ball around? But I think
it was a confidence. Like, none of them wanted to kick it.
Yeah. And we were still in the game in the first quarter, actually. Like, even we were still in the game in the second quarter, really. It was after maybe halfway into the second quarter, it was just like, we're done. But we weren't bad up until we weren't suffering up until then.
I think as soon as they kicked their third, for me, I sat down, I shut up. I know, I shut up. Shock horror, I shut up. I sat down, took a deep breath, and I'm like, it's done.
That
because
was
if
the
I
last
get
goal
angry
of the first quarter. That's it.
Yeah.
Why did we feel that? Like, everyone felt it. The momentum was just like, fuck, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're not doing this game today. We're not doing this game today.
Yeah, so valid.
What else is
that's
painful?
so weird.
We were kicking 1 goal in the first quarter, 0 goals in the second quarter.
Yeah.
1 goal in the third quarter. Oh.
Pooh, though. Good job. Good job, Philippou.
He is the future.
Yeah.
That's it's one positive that I can appreciate.
And I think we still were able to move the ball. It's just we moved the ball. We just didn't put it in the right spots.
Yeah.
But we could move the ball even with that pressure. I think Brisbane had a pressure gauge of 250 something during the game. It was just so much. I just don't think we were ready for all that. I really don't.
No. I don't think our midfield would ever be ready for that kind of pressure.
Not what we had that day.
Yeah. And I think our defence worked overtime. And I think by the end of it, they were bloody knackered.
Yeah. That's what happens.
yeah.
That's what happens when you play in the 50, in your defensive 50. Like, they're going to score goals eventually.
Yeah.
You know what's what? It was in the fourth quarter. They only had 10 more inside 50s than us.
Yeah, by the fourth quarter.
And they were up by like 60 points.
Because, look, with about 9 minutes left in the third quarter, we actually started getting inside 50s, which I was like, I can't believe it's happened. Yeah, but it happened, right?
Yeah.
We could say that it didn't happen at all, but
they probably gave up because there was 60 points.
Maybe. I mean, the problem with those was they weren't kicking the goals.
Yeah.
They were getting it in there.
Yeah.
And then, but I still think we have good ball movement. I don't know what has to happen with the forward coach. There's something with the forwards and the connection from the midfield that obviously resurfaced in this. Yeah. That they obviously haven't totally fixed. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I can't tell what it is.
Yeah. But that's a $1 million question at the edge of everyone's lips.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's insane. Actually, on note of the forward line, I would love to have a chat about Jackie Higgins and Dan Butler.
Okay.
Because we were having this conversation last week and Soz said that, you know, it would be one or the other.
Yeah.
I said I couldn't pick. You said Dan Butler, didn't you?
Yeah.
After this weekend, I honestly don't know who I would pick because they are playing the same role. I see what you say. Like I see what your point so clearly now. None of them are kicking goals. None of them are applying forward pressure. And that's what they're hired to do. And I am like Dan Butler's like, I will forever back him and forever, like I stand Dan Butler. But it's getting really hard to defend him.
Yeah.
They're not going to kick the goal. That's annoying. Like if you're a small forward, pick up the ball, boot it.
And why do they both feel the need to snap it? Why can't they kick in a straight line?
I'm going to
Why
say
do they feel
this.
the need to step it and then it goes out on the boundary every time?
In Higgins' defense,
Yeah.
we bomb it to Higgins like he's 7 feet tall. And I don't know why. As if we've got the most amazing placement or as if he's pulling hangers. He doesn't jump on anyone usually.
He can't.
He just doesn't. So, like, he's a bottom feeder. They're bottom feeders.
Yeah.
They should be on the ground, like, looking for the ball,
But
not
they
in
don't.
the air.
But they don't.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
problem. But that's
Especially when
because
we have two of them. Two of them can do it,
Yeah.
and two of them don't do it.
right.
Yeah.
But could that be because we're kicking it to them as if they're open and they're tall and they're not? Like,
Well, I don't know. I just remember them kicking it
we
towards
kept kicking
Sharman.
marks. Oh well, Sharman
Mark.
missed quite a few of those too, which I don't. Again, I don't know. Maybe that's a skills thing. I don't know. I'm not a coach.
But last week against Essendon, we were talking about how much he doesn't miss marks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, what happens overnight? What happens in a week?
I really
just
think
don't get it.
I really think it's the mind.
Maybe.
I think we had something to play for against Essendon. We wanted to knock them out of the 8. We wanted to spoil the party for them for sure. We were on a revenge thing for them. I know I was feeling that. I'm sure the Saints were feeling that. Like, I'm sure. There was a real reason to win that game.
I still feel like because last time we played them, obviously in Brisbane at the Gabba are so dangerous.
Yep.
Yeah.
So dangerous. And we played it bloody well against them.
We did.
And it, again, one extreme to another. We weren't great. We just weren't, right? We didn't play our best footy. It's very much pre-buy this year footy. Like, that's what it reminded me of. And yeah, I feel like I get what you're saying, Anna, but I don't know. I feel like we always have something to play for. And I feel like we probably wanted to get, not revenge as such because Essendon, like, ill, but I think we had a point to prove and we could have beaten them last time and we should have beaten them last time.
But this Brisbane team
is different.
Was totally different than the last Brisbane team. And I think
they were down the bottom with us.
I think we were going in to play those guys. Yeah. And then we were like, this is not who showed up. This is a different team.
Yeah, true.
I mean, Hipwood wasn't even playing, which I know you like him, but I think it was a plus for them that he was not there.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him miss a few goals.
But I just think Fagan's on this thing. I think that they think they're getting the flag and they're playing like it. And
they
that is
probably will.
not who we played in the middle of the year. The middle of the year, things were wonky. They had some things they had to fix. Lockie Neal wasn't as good. And
they were down the bottom with us.
Yeah,
they were
only
only
the
two
season
spots
they
above
were
us.
at the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah.
They were on a losing streak.
Yeah.
Them
And
Collingwood.
everyone wanted Fagan fired. Look what would have happened. I'm going to treat this game like it didn't happen. I'm done. I don't want to. I'm not taking this as a testimony to where we're at all. I think we just had a shitty game.
It's the end of the season. I had a good time at the footy.
Yeah.
Hung out with my friend Em, who's listening. Hi, Em. We had a nice afternoon at the football.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
About 4 goals, which was nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Well, like I said, I'm glad I've got 2 positive girls alongside me because I hated it. And then walking into work this morning, everyone's like, oh, those Saints. And I'm like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Especially
That's
because
the
I've been so
worst.
cocky
Yeah.
the last 3 weeks. And then, it's my own fault. But yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling, but I'm glad that you girls can take some positives away.
Listen, you
It's good
can't
therapy.
You can't support this team without being mildly delusional, and that's the space that I'm in, and I'm quite happy here. I'm not messing it up for anything.
Yeah,
I don't
fair.
care.
Well, yeah,
And-
my best on ground was Dougal Howard, so I totally get it.
I think he played pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, did you see?
Except for the first kick.
A kick it?
A kick out?
Yeah.
Like,
Did he kick the ball?
yeah, they kicked it behind and he kicked it. He kicked it in. He never kicks in.
Yeah, and there was a reason why.
Riley Bonner wasn't playing.
No, it was straight to a turnover.
No, well, no.
Yeah, it was straight to a turnover. First quarter. Yeah,
I feel like it was.
yeah.
Oh, maybe it was-
Sarah messaged us straight away saying,
this was- it
you
was
got to
down-
spray Dougal for that.
No, it was down our end too. He kicked it.
Yeah, it was a turnover. First quarter.
No, it was another one. Because first quarter we
Or
were.
did you do it twice?
I only saw the first one.
I don't think he turned it over. I thought he was like, good job, Dougal. Good kick in.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry if you can't tell, I'm a bit sick.
Straight to a turnover. And that's the reason why he's banned from the kick-ins. But that's okay. I love you so much, Dougal Howard, forever and always. All right, time to head to a break, I think, and then we can, myself anyway, we can
Sure.
We can get our energy. I can get my energy back up and come back for some red, white, and black chat. Blackmail. Blackmail. Welcome back. If you're still here, thank you for still being here. If you're still here, thank you for sticking with us. It is time for some, I'll get the name right this time, red, white, and blackmail. Soz, take it away.
All right. We're starting off. Talking slow because I wasn't looking at the questions. All right. We're starting off strong.
You've got mail.
Why does our side insist on pulling our hearts out just after they give us hope again?
Valid question.
I am going to reprimand whoever sent that question in. I really think we should know St Kilda well enough by now to not feel like our hearts are being ripped out. And also, I think maybe I should save this for bananas. Now I'm getting bananas. I actually think there's a better way to look at the game, and we should get in the habit of looking at the losses with a little more productivity. That way we can save we're throwing our hearts on the floor. They're not doing it.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're not doing it.
Right.
But maybe that's what hurts us supporters.
Well, maybe we need to be a little more happy with the little things.
So deep, Adam. So deep.
I don't know. Maybe if we celebrate the little things, then big things will happen. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, that's beautiful, honestly. Yeah.
I want to say that's Saints Footy, baby.
Exactly.
We're all part of this roller coaster. You know what you're getting into when you support the St Kilda Football Club.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're on top of the world and the next week, reality check.
You know
lose by
what?
85 points.
It is the most realist football club in the world, right? Because how can you get any more real than that? This is life. It's basically just life on the field.
I don't like it.
But it's what it is. Like, it's what it is. It's how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems pretty accurate.
Some days, good days. Other days, terrible
not so
days.
good.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
I like
Majority of the time, shit.
you win some, you lose more.
Yeah. But our wins were
St Kilda Football Club.
But we had some good wins. Like we had some good times. We had some classic hits.
Yeah.
But why can't it just be consistent?
All the time. But that,
I'm not in a
then
good
it
mood.
wouldn't be as fun. Then we'd be boring like Geelong.
that's what I was going to say.
I don't hate that.
I do.
I feel like I would be so bored going for Geelong. Like, we won again.
Me too.
I like
strongly disagree with that one.
I like feeling really bad and then walking up to the game like, all right, let's fight it out. It's like going to the gym. You're like, oh, I'm going to have a bad day. And then it's all right. And you're
Yeah.
like, hey.
It's true. I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Sorry.
We enjoyed
I would like a winning streak.
Me and Anna are masochists.
Clearly, we like pain.
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with a little pain? Nothing. It makes everything better.
Yeah, you chose this club.
A little pain makes everything better.
Yeah, I did not choose this club.
Treat him mean, keep him keen. I'm so keen.
I want out. No, I'm joking.
All right, the next question. Does it bother anyone else that we always kick to our end of Marvel first quarter?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
It does.
Yes. When Jack still wins the coin toss, we lose the game. Jack still won the coin toss and we kicked it to the locket end and we lost the game. We kicked it 1 goal at the locket end in the first quarter. Yeah, nah, not having it. So, yes, it bothers me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you think it's because we expect, and I could be making this up, that we're playing a mostly or more offensive game until the last quarter. And then in the last quarter, we expected to be defensive. So we play near our supporters because we're like, we'll get the support for the defense down there.
But wouldn't it be nice for them to be kicking goals at us in the fourth quarter? Like, I would like to see some goals kicked at me in the last. Like, we've lost by a lot, but at least I'm seeing some goals towards me. And that's what happened, but it was the wrong team kicking goals towards me.
But you saw like 87 goals.
Yeah, I saw plenty of goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And at that point, everyone had cleared out, and I'm scared I'm going to get hit by the ball.
a lot of people left. A lot of people left.
There's rogue balls bouncing around that cheer squad end. Yeah.
Yeah. I like staying till the end. I don't care. I'll take the loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
my team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was 3/4 time. Like, do we leave? And I'm like, absolutely not.
No
Like,
way. Gotta
There's
stay.
four games left of the season. We're sticking it out. We're growing as humans.
Yeah. There's
I
still
stay
beer.
too.
There's still beer.
Where
are you
lots
going?
were consumed.
Why
You're
would
in
you
the
drink
box.
it somewhere
Of course
else?
you would stay. You have free food.
Love you,
Meg. All right. Marshy's sent a few in. He said, what was your favourite Gus McLennan highlight, and does he remind you of Nick Caulfield?
Oh. I don't really have a favourite moment, to be fair. It's all a bit of a big
He
word
had
to
an
me.
intercept.
Yeah?
I don't remember which. I don't know if he had more than one. I remember one of the intercepts.
Okay.
And I thought I was actually impressed. I was just impressed that he made a contest. He seemed to be one of the only people on the field making a contest for the ball.
Put some respect on Dougal's name, but continue.
Yeah.
Joking.
That's defense. I thought I liked the intercept. That was my answer. Yeah. Good job, I guess.
There wasn't much in the game where I was like, oh, good boy. But I gave Angus a few good boys. I was like, oh, good boy, Angus. Good boy, Angus.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
He was a good boy.
Yeah.
Next one. Would you have preferred the Saints to beat Essendon in a close one and be a bit more fresh competitive against the Lions, or take the Essendon whooping and get yesterday's result?
I am much happier beating Essendon and losing to the Brisbane Lions. I don't care.
Yeah.
That was a great game. I actually think they deserve the day off. So they've taken their day off.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing can compare to that smashing
Nah,
of
that
Essendon.
felt so good. Come on, that was revenge. Felt good.
But if it was like a close win against Essendon, do you think that would have been fun too?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
For me,
Especially-
no. No, I loved the flog.
Yeah.
Especially because they only won by a point yesterday too. So like let's just say if, roles were reversed and they lost by a point, and then if we just beat them, that would have been freaking nice.
Yeah.
But then it would have
I'm just still very
legitimized their
upset
football.
about yesterday. Hey?
It would have legitimized their football. To get beat, also embarrassing to get flogged by the team that got flogged by Brisbane.
True.
It just looks bad all around for them.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm okay with how it turned out. Obviously.
I think I've said this to our group chat. I preferred that loss to Brisbane than to when we lost to Western Bulldogs earlier in the season. Like, that loss to Western Bulldogs was like the worst feeling I've ever felt.
Shocking.
Yesterday I was like, oh, well, we weren't going to make finals anyway.
But Bulldogs also, they turned that season around after that game. They were just looking good.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I don't
also
know.
very true. That was the second game in my entire life that I ever left early, that Doggies game, because it was a Thursday night.
Yep.
And I was like,
that's
I'm
the same.
going home. I've got work tomorrow. Second game in my life I've ever left
But it
early.
was the same as yesterday. I was like, oh, got work tomorrow. And I was like, no, but I want to stay. I want to.
Yeah. Like I said, I was in the box, so I did wait it out.
I waited it out anyway. That's okay.
I waited it out in my aisle 23.
Yeah, there you go.
Gonna start a new party in aisle 23. Box aisle 29, aisle 23 is where it's at now.
Everyone should just get down to Marvel because
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
it's
wasn't
fun.
enough of us again.
There's only 3 more games left of the season and they're all at Marvel. So 23,000 came yesterday. And I was like, that's pretty decent.
It wasn't
A
that bad.
lot of them were Brizzy though.
Maybe.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of Brizzy.
It was.
Yeah, their cheer squad was loud and proud, as they should be. They're a great side. And
They looked really good.
yeah,
They really did.
Yeah, they did.
But we can still turn up to games.
Yeah,
Anyway.
of course.
Yeah.
We can still go. It was actually, it wasn't that. I'd rather watch surrounded by people who are there with me than sitting in my house watching and then wanting to throw things out the window and throwing things. I don't need to be throwing or like locking myself in the bathroom to stop any more damage from happening. Like, I think it's better that I'm out with other people.
Yeah.
If your heart's on the floor, pick it up and go to a game and you'll feel a lot better.
Yeah.
When you're at the game, you don't have to, you're not force fed the score on the screen.
Yeah.
When you're watching at home, you see that little box with the score. And I feel like when you're at the game, you can just like cut that out of your peripheral and you're like, oh, this is okay.
Another one?
Oh, there's a lot of goals by
Please
Bruce. That's how I was going. I was like, oh, they're kicking a few goals. And I'm like, oh, we lost by that much.
Oh. And
my
we've said it
points.
before, the Saints community is like, it's literally next level. You'll never meet a nicer fan base. So, yeah, I mean, I will be very surprised to see who turns up when we play a side. I don't want to say that's beatable. I don't want to sound too cocky. But next week when we verse the Tigers, it'll be interesting to see how many of the Sainers show up. Do you know what I mean? Because it's, if you compare the pair, it's a much more of a winnable game. So it'll be very interesting to see how many Sainers turn up.
It is our away game.
It is.
So I know my membership's not going to cover me, but, I'll be there.
The Tigers, is it?
Yeah.
An away game?
Yeah. Yeah, because we share Marvel.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate how we always get Marvel when the MCG teams, they don't play at MCG. They always take us to hometown.
Yeah, it's very silly. It's very silly. But before we get on to next week, I'll do my whack.
Yes.
Yes, do it.
Cat goes whack.
So I'm gonna try not to, bash the entire St Kilda Football Club because I'm trying turning a new leaf and trying to be positive. So I'm gonna focus on an umpire who didn't brush his hair. That is number 32. So if you're
see it a mile away. Brush your hair. Wash your hair, brush your hair before the game. There's cameras.
So if you're brave enough to watch the replay, go and check out that bloke's hair because, got out of bed. Maybe it was late to the game. Maybe, I don't know, maybe him and the boys had a big sleep in or a big night, not sure, the night before. But yeah, wash your hair, babes. And that's me. Done. Anna, do you have a bananas?
Bananas. All right, I'm going to try. I don't do the
monkey sound again.
All right, let's see. I was thinking about it. And I was going to do the one about the chance, but I might just do a separate one.
Switch it up.
Okay. I think, is it a bananas? I don't know. But I think, don't be mad about this. I understand that St Kilda win some, lose some.
Yeah.
I understand that we get really excited and then we're disappointed. But for the people who continuously turn a loss into an excuse to abuse every single player and talk about how crappy they are, I'm kind of done with that. And I don't think there's a place for it. And I think that when you do that, all you do is breed more losses and more negativity. So my bananas is to all those people. I would like to hear something you like about a game, not all the stuff you don't like. Maybe that pattern is why we keep losing. Maybe we need to do a better pattern to get better results. But just being a supporter and getting mad about that stuff and going over the deep end about it doesn't seem to be producing anything. So maybe we change that instead of doing the same thing over and over again and going, I don't know why we don't win. Maybe we need to change our attitude. And if you want the players to have a better attitude, then as supporters, we need to bring that as well. So that's my bananas. It's to all those people.
But I feel like I'm kind of in that category this week. I can't lie. I'm not pointing the finger at every single player. I'm also not defending myself. But I feel like at this tail end of the season, I 100% am on board with you. But I do think, It's easy, right? It's the easy thing to do. It's the easy thing to be so negative and to point your fingers and be like shit. And I think it's hard to find positives, but no, I think you're right. I think we all can do better. I know I definitely can. I just put my hands up and say that.
Yeah, I don't think that things will get better if people don't take better attitude toward their club. That's why, like, look, it's a pattern with Essendon supporters. You see it a lot. And look, Essendon lose. Yeah. And the more important moments, they're done. It happens with Carlton supporters quite a lot. Everyone gets mad. They lost one game and everyone hates Charlie Curnow. Like, grow up. I just can't. Like, and look, they lost, you know? So maybe your teams lose because you suck like a loser. I don't know. I just think people need to be more positive about their team. I'm not playing the game, so I can't be mad every time they mess up. I definitely can't do what they do.
It's definitely like an overall AFL thing. Like, it's not just St Kilda fans that are getting upset when the loss.
It's true.
Like, Sydney's on a losing streak.
Yeah.
Haha. Carlton's on a losing streak. Haha.
It's true.
So, like, we're also, like, we haven't had the best season, but they're the ones on the downward roll.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a pretty good place, to be honest. Like, we take our wins when we get it. They have stuff to play for, so I wouldn't be shitting on our players.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be in our boat.
Also, shame on the Collingwood supporters because I was at the Carlton-Collingwood game and your chant for Collingwood is not half as loud as our Mason Wood chant. So shame on you. I don't know who's not yelling, but you need to yell a little louder for your team. We outdo you, my friends. We outdo you.
Was it when Collingwood and Saints played at the start of the season? I feel like our Mason Wood was louder.
It was.
Yeah.
It is louder. It is louder.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's our song now.
It's Mason's.
It's Mason's tune now.
It's true. We've stolen it.
Who started that? The Mason Wood? Does anyone know?
Was that? It would have been Marshy at L29.
I don't know if it was Marshy, but
really?
I think it was one of the old school guys, and Marsh was like, I don't know. And then he was like, nah, we'll do it. I think.
Okay.
I want to
don't
find out
know.
who that is and give them a high five because that's like that's iconic.
Yeah.
I would give
It
him
went
a high
over
five.
really well. Yeah.
Because even when Ollie does like the name start, the name cheers at the start, he does Mason Wood. Oh God, my voice. Sorry. I like
that. It was a little solo.
I've got a bit of like a bass to my voice.
All right, so we'll turn our attention to next week. Briefly spoke about it. So we've got the Richmond Tigers Sunday, 3:30, so an hour and 10 minutes earlier. So a little bit of, like, what am I trying to say? A less excuse to not come, if that makes sense. So more of a reason to come, lack for better words, because it's at 3:30 on a Sunday. How are we feeling going in? Let's just say if we come up against the Tigers with this list that played yesterday, what happens? How do we feel?
I really don't want to see what we did in Gather Round where we look like we were going to bomb it up until the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I don't think we will see that. But I don't want to speak too confidently because I was very confident that we were going to play a better game against Brisbane and we didn't. But I can imagine that we know a little bit more about what we're getting with Richmond than Brisbane.
I feel like too much confidence is a thing though.
Yeah. I think that all that extra confidence we had that stuffed us up is gone. So there's that.
No extra confidence.
Whatever extra confidence we had going into this past weekend is been destroyed.
Yeah.
So maybe that's good.
True.
But I don't know. I think so long as we stop Shai Bolton and as long as we stop Liam Baker in the middle, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Who goes on Baker?
I don't know because if it's the same team. Hunter Clark, come back.
Yeah.
I don't care about your calf.
Yeah, you
just get out there.
Mild,
and then not play.
or just a little precaution. Oh, get out of it.
I know.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
I hope it's not one of those things where he's like, oh, it's a mild and then he's gone forever.
No.
AKA
no,
Dan McKenzie.
no.
No, he can't be another D-Mac. I am traumatized.
I know.
I love Hunter.
Yes.
I want him to get better.
Please get better.
Yeah.
Is Wendy
come
going to
play.
be back this week?
2 weeks.
It says 2 to 3, but they're never accurate on
they're
the
never
injury
accurate.
list.
Actually, can
So-
I give Wendy a whack this week? During the game, he posted an Instagram.
He was out. I saw that.
Wendy's out for lunch during the game. I'm like, come on. Why you post it after the game at least to pretend like you're at the game? Or if you posted it from last night, post it before the game. It's just Wendy. Come on, man.
But also, like, it's not like we're playing interstate or anything either. Like,
Yeah. Why
no
are you out for lunch
excuses
with
there,
your
my friends. I did see that. I was like, that doesn't seem quite right. Like, yeah, I
Wendy's
was a bit.
such a team, man. I'm like, is that up? I was like, that's not in a box. I'm familiar with Marvel Stadium.
We've seen you in the rooms.
Yeah,
we know this isn't the room.
We know what Marvel looks like from everywhere in the stadium. That's my whack to Windy.
Aw.
My first whack and only whack is to Windy.
It's fine. He loves our memes,
Yeah.
so we'll forgive him. So are we all thinking win? Like,
Yeah.
do we want to put in some tips? How much by, Anna?
Small margin.
Okay.
Oh.
Number or just small margin?
I don't know. 6 points.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That small of a margin.
Yeah, we'll go with less confidence, bigger
Okay.
win. I thought we were going to struggle against the Bombers, so
Yeah.
maybe that's a better attitude I need to have.
Yeah,
Tigers.
that's fair.
Well, could I just say Tigers won the Wooden Spoon Cup.
Mm.
They're winning the Wooden Spoon this year.
Yeah.
So,
Well, not if they beat us.
no, I feel like North's,
Only one
I-
game ahead of them.
yeah. But they've got a higher percentage.
Yeah.
So Richmond are getting the spoon this year. So
Yeah.
I want to see us beat the Tigers by nothing less than 100 points.
Valid. Yeah, valid.
I want to see everyone kicking goals. I don't want to see Dustin Martin touch the ball.
Mm. He
You
might
would
not
think
even
our
play.
midfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would think our midfield, despite us really struggling against Brisbane, has the ability to pack away
Mm.
Dustin, like at his current form. You would think that the youngness of our list.
Mm.
Side note, our average age was 26 on the weekend. So you would think, I would say that that's quite young.
It is.
You
Apparently
would
it was
think
older
that-
than Brisbane, wasn't it? I think I read somewhere.
Yeah, it was. I still would say 26 is quite young. I
It
say
is
as
young.
a 26-year-old, yeah.
Was
Yeah.
Brisbane younger?
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, right?
Mhm.
But you would think
You
our
don't think
our
that.
team of an average of 26-year-olds
But
can pack
We
away.
weren't even playing
Brisbane's.
Seb Ross.
But
then.
who's young? Like Zorko's not young.
No.
Lockie Neal's not young. Joe Danaher's not young. How old is
But
McCluggage?
the rest of them are.
Is McCluggage younger?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't know. He
know.
might be young.
But like
I
their
don't know.
200th gamer whose name has completely left my brain and my mouth. He's young and he's a 200 gamer. I can't remember his name.
Who's that? Archie? Achu. We were making Achu jokes in the
Oh.
29.
Yeah.
I don't know how old he is. Who's the dreadlock kid? What's his name?
The dreadlocks.
The dreadlocks.
Was it the
It's
new
the
guy
one
with
with
the
the
afro?
super blondie hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it dreadlocks or was it just super blonde?
It's just super blonde.
He-
It looks
it was
like
his
he probably
200th.
also should. Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
probably also should have brushed his hair before the game, but he was playing, so I guess he has an excuse.
He looked very aggressive.
He
Yeah.
was.
He looked like
Yeah, he-
Quinton Narkle from
Yeah.
Port. Just can't remember
Yeah.
his name though.
Yeah. He looks like he hits the bong on the weekends, like pretty hard. I don't know.
Looks like he has a surfboard.
Exactly. But how old is he?
Well, I mean, Brisbane, like
Maybe he's
it's
young.
fitting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fitting.
We can do a ones that got away. Raw
For
dogging
Richmond.
yet again. I got two. I got
Who's Richmond?
against Richmond. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We got Dan Butler.
Yeah.
We got
yeah.
Jackie.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
It's true.
yeah. Yeah, no,
It's
you're right.
true.
Yeah.
Do I know anyone? No, I got those two because they're on our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
can't
Dan
think of
Butler
anybody else
resigned,
either.
you know. He just resigned last week for
Did
2
he?
more years.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, no, he did too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did too.
No, I do like Dan Butler.
I'd give him 2.
Look,
Yeah.
Years, I'm happy
we've
with.
got to just let go of the season.
Yeah.
We got to get ready for the next one.
Start preseason early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Used
excited.
to draft picks.
Yes. Draft
and
picks.
taking out the rubbish.
But also just the mindset needs to be we're good enough
That's
to get a
included in the
flag
rubbish.
and we're going to get the flag.
Maybe they should hire us, St Kilda, if you're listening.
Yeah. Pep
We'll
talks.
come in and we'll be the motivational speakers each week.
I would love to be a motivational speaker. Can we
Come on,
get it?
boys. We're going to win. Who's a winner? You're a winner.
I used to love on List Cloggers, so shout out to List Cloggers, the old podcast. They were saying that they were going to go down to North Melbourne and hold up mirrors because when North Melbourne was on a very big losing streak last year, they were going to hold up mirrors and say, like, you need to look at yourselves, like, you're winners, and get them to manifest. Obviously, they didn't do it and it was a big joke, but I'm ready to bring the mirrors down to RSCA Park.
Yeah, I think I heard on I don't remember, I was listening to another podcast that was saying that some people had this idea that you could pay the club to go ahead and spray the club to get like a 10-minute spray with the club.
I would smash that gig.
I think it would make a lot of money, but I also I don't know how the players would.
I think I would just say really nice things. I'd like, I really like you.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I really
don't
like
think
you,
I could.
Wilkie. You're a really good guy.
Yeah, I think the
Jack's a
reality is
really good guy.
it's so much easier to say terrible things when the person's not there.
Oh, no, you're so right. Every
I
time
could
we've
never
met
do the
them,
spray.
I'm like,
I'd be like, no,
shaking.
you were so good. That one mark you took, amazing. Like,
Dougal
that's what I
Howard
would
sees
be.
me up there. He's like, ugh, again.
Hi, Dookie.
Yeah, but it might be nice to have like a motivational. Maybe it should be the opposite. Like you get to go in
Do
and
a
like
TED talk.
talk up your team. That would be cool.
Maybe we should do that during the week. We'll make a video of us giving them a
Give it a
motivational speech.
motivational speech.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
If anybody wants to be a part of that, why don't we make a
yes.
little montage?
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll make a video. Everyone send us videos to Red, White and Black Chat on Instagram. We'll make a
Yeah.
little motivational video to send to the
Yay.
club.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
And make it this week's focused. So say like, good luck against the Tigers, and then
You're a winner. You're going to win.
you're a winner.
Yeah.
Get
Get ready
your
to
favorite
win.
player or something.
Yes.
Yeah. And give us like a 3 to 5 second message of who you want to send a message to.
And we'll just tag them. We will just annoy
We'll just hound the St Kilda Football Club. Yeah.
We'll DM every single player from the account. The video, so at least someone will see it.
100%. All right. At least we're ending it on on a laugh.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We do. I do love the Saints. I do.
Yeah.
Here's to next week.
Yes.
Calm the
Positive.
Saints and keep an eye out for the video montage. It's
Yes.
going to be fun as.
Everyone join in. Please send us videos.
Please.
Yeah.
And see you at Marvel Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Be there or be square.
Answer some questions on Instagram, Red, White, Black Chat.
Yeah.
I've been asking everyone to tell me what players would be good at Olympic sports.
That has been popping off. We love that. Keep an eye out for that
Yeah.
too. Yeah. We love you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Can't
you.
Saints.
Bye. Go
Bye.
Saints.